Breaking news now at 11. The end of a pursuit in Anaheim. It began in Stanton when a DUI suspect refused to stop. Police did a pit maneuver, and then the driver crashed into two cars. Sky 2 was overhead a short time ago at the scene on Gilbert, just south of Ball. No word on the condition of the other drivers involved, but ambulance were called.
And some more breaking news. A pursuit about an hour earlier. It ended in a crash with an innocent driver in Lakewood. LA County deputies say the SUV was stolen. It crashed into a car at the intersection of Artesia and Long Beach Boulevard. Deputies rushed in and arrested the suspect. It did not appear that the driver in the car that was hit suffered any serious injuries.
And we have a beautiful live look at Mercedes-Benz Stadium in Atlanta as we count down to Super Bowl 53.
Yeah, the Rams arrived there earlier this evening. They're looking to bring the Lombardi Trophy back right here to LA, something that hasn't been done since 1980.
And with the big game only a week away, the anticipation is really building.
That's right. We have team coverage beginning with CBS 2 Sports Director Jim Hill in Atlanta with the team.
The New England Patriots have always prided themselves on saying the right things and not irritating the opponent. But that's not the case in Super Bowl 53. You see, the Patriots' Patrick Chung has already said something that Brandon Cooks, former Patriot, just does not like.
We love you, man. Hey, I appreciate the support. We're going to go out here and kick that baby.
Hey, Chung, we heard you talking that talk, back there in Foxborough. 700 hunters, let's get straight to it.
We're excited. I hope you guys are excited. And as Des said, let's let them hear it all the way down to Atlanta. We're still here.
Since I've been here for 3 years now, seeing it grow to this, seeing us going from that year 3 years ago, 4-12, going to the Super Bowl now, it's amazing. We appreciate all your support, and we're ready to bring the Lombardi back to LA.
This is the biggest send-off we've ever had, and we really appreciate everybody coming out. Appreciate your support all year. And we hope to see you in Atlanta.
We talked about winning the division. We talked about getting the first round bye, winning a playoff game to get into the conference championship, winning the conference championship to get to the Super Bowl. We've been checking things off, and make no mistake about it, got a lot of respect for the Patriots, but we're going there to get this last check.
So maybe, just maybe, the war of words has already started at Super Bowl 53, and it could be a long week for both teams. At the Super Bowl in Atlanta, Georgia, I'm Jim Hill.
You got to love Jim Hill, and thousands of people, they came to Inglewood this morning for a massive send-off rally for the Rams.
They sure did. Fans got to hear from players and Coach McVay before they took off for Atlanta. CBS 2's Joy Benedict was there.
One house, one dream.
You're going to win it this year.
And now, just one more game.
We still got business to do. We're on a mission. We still need to win one more game. Do it!
Rams fans showed up by the thousands, displaying jerseys and hats and crazy tattoos.
I'm a Rams fan. Been a Rams fan since I knew what football was.
The official Super Bowl send-off took place in Inglewood. First to arrive and front and center, Vince Cadena.
3 o'clock in the morning.
Why'd you come so early?
Because I'm a real Ram fan.
Thousands more followed, and when the team arrived, it's not clear who was more excited.
LA, we love y'all, LA!
So in addition to coming here to kick off the Rams to the Super Bowl, it also gave fans a chance to take a look at the new stadium opening in 2020.
It's beautiful. It's beautiful. I'm so proud of it. It's going to be the baddest stadium in the history of the planet.
But for now, the focus is on this season, which thanks to a lot of hard work and a 57-yard kick is still going. And everyone here is hoping for one more reason to celebrate come next week.
And we're ready to bring the Lombardi back to LA. Thank you.
Joy Benedict, CBS 2 News.
And CBS 2 continues its live coverage from Atlanta all week ahead of this big game. We have Pat Harvey, Jeff Michaels, Suzanne Marquez, and Jim Hill in Atlanta this week for live Super Bowl coverage.
The Rams and Patriots will face off on Sunday, February 3rd, and the only place you can watch Super Bowl 53 is right here on CBS 2.
All right, California Senator Kamala Harris made it official today. She is running for president in 2020. Senator Harris spoke at an enthusiastic rally in her hometown of Oakland. It was the formal kickoff for her campaign for the nomination. She told the crowd racism, sexism, homophobia must be recognized and also dealt with.
We are here because the American dream and our American democracy are under attack and on the line like never before.
Well, Senator Harris also called President Trump's border wall proposal a medieval vanity project. She said it won't stop transnational gangs.
Starbucks billionaire Howard Schultz says he is considering a run for president as an independent. The former CEO of Starbucks told 60 Minutes if he does run, he will separate the company with his campaign and he will release his tax returns. He thinks both parties are failing the American people.
Well, we are sitting today with approximately $21.5 trillion of debt, which is a reckless example, not only of Republicans, but of Democrats as well.
Schultz says if he runs, he will be on every ballot in every state.
Tonight, a family mourns the loss of a young woman killed in a hit and run. We hear from someone who witnessed that deadly crash. CBS 2's Christy Fajardo, she's live at Aviation Boulevard and Grant Avenue in Redondo Beach, where the 21-year-old student was killed. Christy.
Yeah, Chris, witnesses describe watching as the victim's sister and loved ones tried desperately to save her. Where you see those candles and flowers is where she ended up. But to give you an idea of the impact involved, she was actually struck in the crosswalk where you see those traffic lights. Angel candles burned for the 21-year-old whose family called her their angel. Angelina Pinedo was killed in this crosswalk on Saturday. Her family says she was the type of person who always did the right thing. That's why they're so stunned. The driver who hit her didn't.
My baby sister had the most amazing soul. And I wouldn't be surprised if she would be here telling me to forgive that person. The family tells us Pinedo, who was a student at San Francisco State, was in Redondo Beach, where one of her sisters lives. They had just been to a going-away celebration and were crossing Aviation and Grant at about 9 o'clock when a black Audi Q5 with partial plate 7MB ran her down.
I heard a thump, sounded like a crash, but without any screeching of tires, so I knew that somebody had just hit something without braking.
Joey Collazo was working at No. 1 Liquor and rushed to help. He says he couldn't believe the driver who hit Pinedo stopped only for a second.
Shocked. I screamed out, "No, don't leave."
Pinedo was adopted by family members in Rosemead after her own father was killed in a hit-and-run crash. And they can't believe a driver could be so indifferent to their pain. The family is now hoping that driver will turn himself in. They tell us Pinedo had a very big heart and wanted to be a social worker to help children. Live in Redondo Beach, Christy Fajardo, CBS 2 News.
Christy, thank you. 3 Orange County deputies are being called heroes tonight for saving a man from his burning home. CBS 2's Jeff Nguyen live in Santa Ana with the incredible story. Jeff?
Sarah and Chris, each night when deputies roll out of here on patrol, they don't just slap cuffs on people. In fact, when it comes to the long arm of the law, it's also about extending a helping hand. Intense flames ripped through the attic of this home in unincorporated Santa Ana as Jim Heesh slept inside.
This came in, the flashlight was on, and I jumped up and I go, "Your house is on fire," so let's get going.
He's talking about 3 members of the Orange County Sheriff's Department who ran towards danger around 1 in the morning. Deputy Joseph Medina got there first.
I saw a car in the driveway, so I immediately ran up to the house.
Medina ran upstairs to check the rooms as the house filled with smoke. It was his 2 partners who found Heesh on the first floor.
Being able to be part of that team to get somebody out to safety when they're in danger is definitely rewarding.
Heesh says there was no way the deputies could have known what they were walking into, and they did it selflessly before the fire department arrived.
Without the hard hats and fire gear on and everything, they didn't have that, so I'm really thankful that they took the risk to come down that hallway and wake me up and get me out of here.
Mr. Heesh says that his home is equipped with smoke detectors, but he believes because the flames were mostly in the attic, the alarms did not sound off. In Santa Ana, Jeff Nguyen, CBS 2 News.
All right, Jeff, thank you. Well, a super surprise for a lifelong Rams fan.
Plus, a suspect takes off with 3 police officers clinging to his truck and saving an injured horse from a muddy creek in Calabasas.
And I'm Brittany Hopper. Tonight, the actors take center stage this award season, and it was Wakanda Forever at the SAG Awards. The big winners and the most and best moments ahead.
And it's been really nice this past weekend here in the Southland, but things are changing. I'm tracking two systems. I'll tell you all about it.